Hey, yo, we live?
Now we're live.
We are live.
Now we're live.
Good evening. How the frick are y'all doing?
I don't know. How are you doing?
I'm talking to them. Fuck you.
Oh.
This ain't PG. All right.
All right, so collect the King and Peay King podcast.
This is just the Peay podcast.
No,
All
it's
right.
not.
So you want to introduce the show and what this whole thing is about?
We are the Peay and King podcast. This is a podcast that we will talk about all sporting endeavor thingies.
Sporting events, sporting
That's
news,
from
sporting
football,
rumors.
Football, basketball, baseball, especially wrestling, even a little NASCAR, maybe even some golf.
But we might talk some golf. I heard Tiger Woods is out here doing shit.
We might do some shit.
Why is a tiger in the woods first in the first damn place?
Because that's usually where tigers are.
And are they in the woods? I thought they were in the jungle.
I mean, what's jungle?
What? Jungle Woods? Xavier Woods. Where the fuck's he at?
Oh my gosh, he's still hurt apparently.
He tore his other ACL. I don't know what the fuck that meant.
It wasn't his ACL. It was Achilles.
It's something in his leg, man. It's all the same shit.
His Achilles is near his foot. That's on his leg.
Art.
This is how our first.
This isn't a fucking anatomy podcast.
It has been.
Right?
It's been a minute.
His lower extremity is fucked up.
It's been a minute since we went live, so things aren't exactly as they used to be.
Oh, you might have noticed. I'm TV 14. I'm TV MA. I'm the cousin Larry Storms. He's PG. He will not say any cuss words whatsoever except
except all the ones I made up.
You made up cuss words? Oh yeah, cluck. That's PG. That's you a loud bastard. You will say bastard.
Bastard's not a cuss word.
It kinda is, man.
It's not.
In my household growing up, it was a cuss word.
Okay, well that's your household.
All right. And so yeah. You want to talk about sports? You want to talk about? We don't plan these shows before we start.
Yeah,
we just start rambling. All right.
Yeah, we just say stupid stuff
What?
and have fun saying it.
All right. So do you want to talk sports? Or you want to get into wrestling? Because we got a lot to talk about in wrestling.
Well, sport. Let's do a little sports first.
All right.
Most everything is still shut down, but it's coming back.
July 25th is coming back.
Baseball
Baseball's coming back.
MLB.
We got a plan for basketball.
Basketball should be coming back, even though I just saw that another football player pulled out. Why is this nigga getting so close to the truck? But it's fine.
Jimmy Johnson from NASCAR has COVID-19. You hate to see it.
Yeah,
Final season. I hear myself getting more southern when I say NASCAR. Like, it just comes out of me. Like, I can't help it.
You sound like a redneck every time you say NASCAR.
Well, today in wrestling, NASCAR. Like, oh wait, what? Okay. Anyway,
yeah. Turns out that the Steelers' old head coach, Bill Cowher, he has COVID.
Hall of Famer. God bless.
You hate to see it.
We gotta start wearing masks. I mean, I know we're not wearing masks.
I thought about wearing a mask.
And then you saw how hot it was outside today, and you're like, you know what?
Honestly, I don't see the need to wear a mask.
Yep.
Because we don't stay within 6 feet of people constantly. I mean, we're 6 feet of each other, but we both don't have COVID.
So we're good. How you feel
at
about?
least I don't have COVID. I don't know.
Give me some hand sanitizer.
That's
You're
right.
trying to kill me. How you feel about Cam Newton?
Cam is a patriot now.
A patriot.
He is a 911.
And let me ask you this: because we're going there, we're gonna go left off rip. Just keep it real. Keep it 100.
Keep it 3,000.
Keep it 3,000. How you feel the black quarterback's going to do in Boston, replacing Tom Brady?
You think that's going to be a big deal?
Well, Boston's kind of. We've heard the Red Sox complaints as of late about racial slurs coming from the stands, and Boston's never really been a progressive area in the first place.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's been a thing. I promise you.
Well, whatever happens, I guess.
I mean, I guess.
Shoot, if the nigga gets New England a 3-0 at the beginning of the year,
they're gonna love him.
They're gonna
But
fall
he
in love
throws
with him.
one interception, I'm worried about it.
Yeah, if he throws one interception, he'll turn into Philly real quick.
Oh yeah. So, yeah. In the sports news, we got baseball coming back.
Baseball coming back.
I've not heard any. I'm sure there's going to be health regulations that they got to abide by. What's this bubble I keep hearing about?
It's where they're going to be playing the games.
In a bubble?
It's like a dome.
Okay.
That looks like a bubble. It's a dome that looks like a bubble.
All right, shit. I mean, hey, they be like.
We still don't know anything so far. People are still saying football's going to happen.
I mean, it should. I mean, I don't understand why they're getting all the Tom Brady for having practices. I mean,
football.
He didn't have 5,000 people at this practice. He was just throwing the ball around, keeping it loose. Like,
yeah, I mean,
what do you want the guy to do?
I saw Derrick Henry on Instagram. That nigga was trucking up a hill. Like, he was gone. I'm like, man,
Let the guys train.
The dudes are still dudes. Let them do they do. But yeah, as of right now, football is still happening. We don't know if it's gonna get pushed back. We don't know if it's gonna get canceled completely. It better not get canceled. I'll kill everybody if football gets canceled.
He's not joking.
I'm not joking. If I am not watching football at some point by the end of this year,
I will say this: football might be the hardest sport to do and socially distance at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other sport besides maybe rugby where you're face to face with another human being more often.
Dude, it's gonna get ugly.
Oh my god.
And now COVID is starting to spike up again. More cases are starting to come back up. The cases are starting to come back up again because now all the young people are like, "Hey, we straight." No, it affected old people, so we straight. And now they all getting COVID, and we're just like, "Thanks, you're clucking us all over. We're all clucked. We're all clucked, and it's not going down. It's like 40,000 cases a day now. 40,000 cases.
Is that worldwide or just in the United States?
That's just in the United States. Like, I slick would have moved to Canada.
It'll be a Bret Hart.
And now the worst part is they won't even let us. We can't go nowhere.
We're fucked. I think we're fucked.
I don't know what's gonna go down with it, but
we might never ever see another football game in person again, Mark. If this keeps spiking, because every time it's gonna get better. Someone's gonna say, okay.
It's not like it didn't get better.
I think we got that close to getting a start of flattening the curve, and then
what it was it spiked real fast, right? Mm-hmm. And then it slowly started to decline, and then it kind of flatlined at 15,000.
Yeah.
And then it shot back up again because summer. Because people were like, okay, we're done. We don't have to worry about this.
So we haven't figured this Facebook Live out. Is there a chat room or some type of?
That's not the chat room.
It said write a comment.
I don't think so.
Is there a comment section?
I don't think there's a comment section.
It says write a comment. Say hi.
That says write a comment, but that's us.
Well, you know what?
Well, I don't think there's a comment section. If there is, I'll figure it out.
We'll figure this out at some point.
This is our first time on here, so.
Yeah. So you want to get into wrestling?
Wrestling it is.
All right. You want to start with this past week's SmackDown? Neither one of us saw that show in its entirety. All we know is thank you, Taker.
Thank you, Taker. And Baron Corbin tried to not thank you, Taker.
Yeah, we got Baron Corbin was just the guy that they wanted to make that entire show about Taker. And so that's how they set up the main event.
I can tell that's what that was.
Yeah, Hardy.
And it made me not want to watch it.
Yeah, we got. Yeah.
It made me not want to watch it because I was just like, I love Taker, man. I love him. But I'm not trying to see a whole episode of Taker. I want to see what y'all doing this week.
Yeah, you could have missed that whole episode and not seen anything. I mean, granted, Taker deserves his own show.
He does. But at least if COVID wasn't a thing, he would have been there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean...
Maybe.
I was still talking about him having one more match with Sting at this year's Mania.
Oh, gosh.
You didn't know about this?
I knew Sting...
Taker's trying to pull Mark Henry and fake his retirement.
I knew Sting was talking about coming back for one more match, but... Taker, come on, dude.
Who else would he have that match with?
I don't know, but The Fiend.
The Fiend. He's technically already faced The Fiend. Mania 31.
That wasn't Sting.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Taker. My bad.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's about Sting.
Oh, Sting. I mean, you want Sting and The Fiend? That kind of rolls off the tongue. I like
Sting
that.
and The Fiend.
You want Sting and The Fiend?
Or Sting and regular Bray Wyatt. I don't know.
No, who wants to see?
No, I mean not Funhouse Bray Wyatt. Second Bray Wyatt.
We got too many Bray Wyatts. He's gonna bring back Husky Harris before it's all over with, man. He's gonna bring back Husky Harris.
He should have been Husky Harris the first time. Now that I'm thinking about it, he should have been Husky Harris the first time. That would have been funny.
Yeah, there's gonna be Braun. It's gonna be Braun and Husky at SummerSlam. Oh my God.
That's good stuff.
Oh, okay. So that was SmackDown. Whole show is a tribute to Undertaker, my childhood hero. Please stay at home, dude. But please, just stop. You've done enough.
You've done enough.
I appreciate everything you've done, but just stay home, please.
It's literally 30 years of Taker.
Literally 30 years. Like
literally 30 years of Taker.
God.
We don't need a 31st.
Okay.
But we love you, Taker. Anyway,
we got to review Raw, don't we?
Can we review not Raw?
Let's go. Let's get through this show because
Raw.
Let me say before we get into Raw. Let me just say this, and I'm not the first person to say this. Raw being 3 hours is shooting themselves in the head. It's doing them no favors being 3 hours long. First, this wouldn't even worked in the Attitude Era. 3 hours of this show would felt long in the Attitude Era.
It wasn't 3 hours in the Attitude Era?
No, it was 2 hours.
Oh, who knew?
It went to 3 hours in like 2012.
Interesting fact.
You didn't know that?
Nope. I didn't know it was that recent. I'll put it like that.
Yeah. The amount of viewership drop off from the second hour to the third hour is insane. And it's
unless something happens in the first or second hour that you want to see explained in the third hour.
Yeah. But other than that, like even at that point you're dead tired by the time that happens. And so
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of drags.
The last few months, and I guess it's COVID, it's not their fault. This show is just dragged, dude.
I mean,
the pace of this show. First of all, you can miss 3 weeks of Raw and come back and not miss a damn thing. And you'd be like, oh, okay, this is still going on? Okay. Like, you don't...
I did.
Yeah, like... You look at the best shows on television. The most popular shows. At the longest, they're 2 hours. Because you can't give somebody too much of a show.
What shows are you talking about?
I mean, Walking Dead does a 2 hour show every once in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I never watch Walking Dead.
Yeah, so even look at Saturday Night Live, a iconic television juggernaut.
Come on, that's different. Saturday Night Live.
Is it kind of the same? I mean, it's a show just like Raw. It's live just like Raw.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of entertainment.
Okay.
That's a different kind of entertainment. That's like a talk show type thing.
Okay. I mean, I think there's more similarities than you like to see, but
I mean, there's fairly similar. It's just
one's comedy, one's more comedy, drama, and everything in between.
One's got all the components.
Yeah, one's just a soap opera.
Just a soap opera with fighting.
But this show just even between the first 2 hours, the show just dragged and dragged. And hey, Pyro, we got pyrotechnics.
Sweet.
Batista's doing an entrance.
We're gonna see a lot of that tomorrow.
Yep. Batista.
Well, I am.
Either that's 4th of July or Batista's making an entrance. No.
That'd be more Edge. A little more Edge to me. I mean, it did.
Anyway, all right. So this show,
the dragging of the show.
The show started out hot. The show started out great. You got the show just doesn't even do the intro. It just shows you a brawl between Sasha, Asuka, and I guess Bayley.
I didn't see the majority of the show because I was working.
Yeah. And
this nigga didn't show up, so I can.
This episode of Raw reminded me why I work Mondays and take Wednesdays off. Like this is exactly why. So
I'm always off on Wednesdays.
So you got Joe in the ring. He's trying to moderate this double contract signing, and Drew and the Doug Ziggler have not come out yet, and so they're brawling. And this is what I didn't like. Joe was trying to pull these two apart.
Which ones? The girls?
Yeah, the girls. Okay. The other two weren't out there yet. Oh. So he's trying to pull them apart, and as soon as he gets them apart, he just says, "Welcome to Monday Night Raw. I'm your host, Samoa Joe." He's the host of Raw now, Mark.
That's great. I'm cool with it.
He's hosting Raw.
Cool with it.
He is hosting Raw. Now, given Samoa Joe's character, though, he did not need to pull them apart. I would have much rather just them brawling in the background.
At this point...
And him just saying, "Hi, I'm Samoa Joe. Welcome to Raw, motherfucker." And we just got security and...
Does he even have a character anymore?
He's just Joe. He's Taz. He's Taz. He's commentator Taz. That's all he is.
No, he's Joe.
No, he's Taz.
He's not Taz.
He's Taz. He's Samoan Taz.
Don't do that. Don't compare that nigga.
He's Samoan Taz.
Don't compare them two niggas.
Are they not similar?
No.
How are they not similar?
You want to know how they're not similar?
Yes. Put my shades back on. Exactly. You just say shit out the side of your ass sometimes. God bless. Anyway.
They're not similar, though. It just doesn't... no, there's a different feel for me with Joe.
Well, I mean, they're not exactly the same, but you can certainly see the similarity.
Name the similarities.
Both finishing moves was a sleeper hold.
Okay, no. If you're going to do wrestling, I thought you were talking about, like, actual announcing. No.
Oh, on announcing, they're similar, too. I mean,
I thought you was talking about the announcing this whole time. Wrestling, yeah. Then yeah.
oh, okay.
Wrestling, yeah. But
All right.
I thought you meant announcer.
I guess Samoa Joe.
Pure announcer.
I mean, I guess Taz wore shades when he was doing commentary, and Samoa Joe doesn't. All right. So we got that segment. Eventually, the Drubio McIntyre comes out, and then Dolph Ziggler comes out, and Drew says he's going to give. What do you say? He's going to give Dolph Ziggler the chance to pick the stipulation for Extreme Rules. And I'm not going to call that show the Horror Show, by the way. It's not. I'm not putting that over. That's stupid.
Okay.
But he is going.
I'm not gonna go into that.
You're not gonna go into that.
It's just a show. For now.
It's barely even extreme. But Drew.
You need to tell Megan that we're live on Facebook. But
I will. Oh, she knows. But no. What do you think the stipulation is going to be for Extreme Rules?
An Extreme Rules match. I heard that. Wait, didn't I hear? Wasn't that match? Didn't they say that match is going to be a cinematic match?
Drew and Dolph.
I could have sworn I thought.
No,
I could have sworn I heard them say that. No. I think it was Braun and.
That's
Bray.
Braun and Bray. Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Drew.
Well, then I think it's going to be an Extreme Rules match.
I think Drew's gonna. I mean, I think Dolph is gonna do some like chicken shit heel, something like maybe get like a referee or something. Honestly, I was thinking
his own ref.
He's gonna have like a special referee, and I had an idea. I think it's gonna be Shane McMahon. Look at this storyline. We got Dolph is a guy from Drew's past that wants what he's owed. Okay? Because he feels like he gave Drew all this success by bringing him to Raw when he came from NXT. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is Dolph brings another guy. What the hell are you doing? Dolph brings another guy that was wronged by Drew.
Who?
That gave Drew a foot in the door. That's Shane McMahon. Do you not remember when Shane was heel and Drew was like his bodyguard?
Yeah.
I mean, it was Drew and Shane versus Taker and that Roman Gaines at the last Extreme Rules. Holy shit.
We've come full circle.
He can blame Drew for taking the L to Taker, and
so you say,
and so he goes, now I'm going to screw you out of this title.
So you're saying that he screws Drew out of the title and Dolph's going to win?
I'm saying that's the storyline going in. Do I think Dolph's winning? No.
Because if Dolph was going to win, I'd probably be out there.
Yeah.
Dolph deserves the title. Dolph deserves it.
No, he deserved it 5 years ago and he couldn't do anything with it. I don't want to see Dolph champion. That's not going to draw anything.
Didn't have to be champ for long, just a SummerSlam.
I don't know. Okay, and that was the highlight of this Raw until... Oh, and then we got... Oh, I think I know why this Raw sucked. And because they didn't have their biggest star in the company on the show. Randall Keith was not on this show. And that's the most interesting thing on this program. Besides Edge. I mean, I'd say Orton's a little bit above Edge, because Orton's still technically full-time.
Wait. They're having another match?
They're building this... No, but they're building to something.
Oh, so they're building SummerSlam. Gotcha.
Maybe SummerSlam. Because
we don't know what they building towards, because all them niggas got COVID now. So we don't know what's going to happen.
Oh.
They said there what, 30-something people?
Has it been that many?
Yes.
Jesus, fuck.
30-something people have it.
God bless. Okay, so after that we get, what I remember, we have a backstage interview with good old Andrade, Angel Garza, Selena Vega, and Charlie Caruso coming in, trying to pull up on my man Garza. I'm so glad they kept this storyline with all these like sexual assault allegations going on in wrestling. So you just got Garza trying to close the gap, all stupid. There was no social distancing between those two, man. But then Cock Block Big Show pulls up.
Oh yeah.
Cock Block and Big Show pulls up.
I did see that.
And
I didn't see the match, but I was like, why the heck is Big Show?
Big Show says, "Here, listen, thing one, thing two, I got some business to handle with Randy. Y'all just got the show back here. Appreciate y'all condolences or y'all cooperation." That's the word.
Why did Big Show have a thing to deal with Randy?
Did you see last week's Raw?
No.
They're building the Big Show and Randy at Extreme Rules.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Yes, Big Show came out all mad because he punted Christian all kinds of crazy. Pat McAfee Christian's head.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, oh, that's a legend. I'm a legend. Try that with me. And then Randy Rant walked away and said he'd see him down the road, yada, yada, yada. And Ric Flair is still with Randy.
So I guess Rick is his manager.
I guess Rick is his manager because we come back from the commercial break. Big Show is in the middle of the ring and
Ricky
calling out good old Randy, and we get the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Actually, no, we don't get Ric Flair yet. We get the Garza and the Andrade.
Years A.
And they're mad because they don't like tall people. I don't know. And they're coming out, and then Flair comes out behind them and says he's here to take care of Randy's light work. And he said some other things. Don't remember. It doesn't really important. And then he commenced an ass whooping of Andrade and Garza, the sick Big Show. And how Flair worded that, I really liked. But then the Viking Raiders came out, and because they like Big Show, nothing on Raw makes sense anymore. Run-ins just happen to happen. Like, there's no story behind them anymore. Are you serious? I wasn't fireworks right now?
No, I was listening.
That's some pretty shit, but
Pause.
shit can be pretty.
No, it can't.
But
comes out your butthole. What the frick?
But that led to a match between the Vikings.
I was hoping you'd catch it.
This led to a match between the Viking Raiders and what's their name? They need a name.
Okay.
Zelina Vega's team. We'll call them that. Those two have a match. They tease once again of these two breaking up and dissension within the group, which I thought that would end with Angel Garza Austin Theory when he left. I thought that was what would end that storyline, but no, they are still having some difficulties getting along. Did you see this part of the show, Mark?
The last part of the show I remember is Seth.
Is that the only thing you saw on the show?
Dude, I was here working. It was busy. I was by myself. You didn't come in. Banks didn't come in.
All right, don't cut a promo. I'm sorry. Don't promo dub me.
I didn't get to go. I didn't get to go on break until like 8:30.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shit, frick. God, I'm sorry. You have to work for a living. Mm-hmm.
This nigga just don't want to come in and make money. That's it.
You right.
Said you wanted a new car, but you ain't willing to come in and work for it.
I'm here more than you, bitch. I really am, actually. How many days a week? We're not talking about that. So back to Raw, unfortunately. So basically, Andrade tries to leave because he didn't get tagged in or something.
Peace. I did see that.
The Viking Raiders won. That's the only thing That's the only thing important here.
Yeah.
And then they get booked for another match, a 2-on-1 handicap match against Big Show later that night. Okay, they just had dissension. They just showed they were mad at each other, but we're going to put them in a tag match again later on the night. Makes sense?
Sure. Look, man, it's Bruce now, so...
What?
Bruce is back, so you know how this is going.
Dr. Love is back, ladies and gentlemen. He is back.
I'd rather have Teddy Long being the creative director.
Did we get the Seth segment next? We'll go right to that. That's the next thing I remember.
That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah. Seth comes in talking about forgiveness. Talking about some shit about he's sorry or something.
I was like, bruh.
What did he say he was sorry for? How did he spin that?
What did he say? He said he was sorry.
Was he sorry for what he does at Extreme Rules, or was he trying to apologize for...
I think it was like a one of those backhanded apologies. Like he was sorry that he's doing things right or something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah. Oh, is that what he was? He's sorry for doing things right.
Not that exact wording, but I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a minute. A lot of things happened during this week. So yeah. I forgot. And Raw was not good, so I tried not to remember.
Somehow we get Ray and Dominic on the Jumbotron, Titantron, big ass TV, what do you want to call it? And did they challenge him to Extreme Rules, or did Ray just tell Dominic to just like chill at the house again? I hope he listens.
I hope he doesn't. I want to see Dominic.
Why?
I don't know. I want to see. I want to see what he does.
I can't take Dominic seriously.
I know you can't take Dominic seriously, but
And it's not his fault. Oh, no, it might be his fault.
Why? Because his mask? Because he's not wearing a mask?
No, he just he looks like a kid. He doesn't look like anybody that could kick somebody's ass. And I get that
18.
He's 22, but I get he's 22.
Oh, so he's our age.
Yes. And I get the storyline is that he is a kid in this big ass world, but
Well, you got to remember, his dad's only what, 5'5", 5'6",
yeah, but
and he's like 5'9".
Dominic is like 6'2" at the shortest. He's pretty tall for his dad being that.
His dad's only like 5'6". He only looks about what?
He was eye level with Brock, and Brock's 6'3".
We have to look that up.
Well, look that up. But he just looks like a kid, and his promos are just so. He looked like
he's got to work. Man.
He's got to work. He's got to work.
He can't
He's
work
got to work.
Can't let him work on his craft.
I'm letting him work on his craft. I'm just saying what he needs to work on. He looked like he was reading a teleprompter, giving that promo from his house.
Because the nigga don't know what he's doing.
Then he shouldn't be in there if he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Well, he's not. He knows how to wrestle. I mean, he's still got to work on stuff.
Okay.
Give him a shot.
I'm just saying, as I'm giving him
obvious. Ray already said that he and his son are gonna have a match together, and that's gonna be his last match. We don't know when it's gonna happen, but the nigga's gonna train.
Let
the man train. We don't know how all these folk gonna be.
All right, he can train. And then
let this mother try to get better. That's why.
If that segment had ended right there, I would have been cool with it. But then. What? You good?
Yeah.
Why are Aleister Black and Alberto Carrillo a tag team? And when did they become a tag team?
Are they though?
Why are they together?
They're not like a. They were like standing up for Ray.
No, they're a fucking they're a team now.
They're like a team.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Why?
That's only because
that's the thing I don't like about WWE. They will just give you shit and not explain why. They will put two people together, give you no backstory or reasoning why they're there.
Yeah, but okay, they did that with Ricochet and Black. But come on, you can't lie. That was decent. That was at least decent.
I still didn't understand why they were a team.
Yeah, but
they did have good matches. I just didn't understand why they were a team. And I will give credit where credit's due. They did cut a promo as to why they were out there against Seth.
What did they say?
They said Aleister said something like he doesn't like evil and he sees evil in Seth, and Alberto Carrillo spoke Spanish.
I didn't see that.
But we've got no. That
doesn't make them a team just because they have a match together. That doesn't make them a team. That just means that they're fighting for the same reasons. They're fighting together for the same reason.
We got a match after this, and it was Seth's friends versus Ray's friends, and I'm sorry I sound so uninterested, but
you always sound uninterested.
Yeah, dude.
You sound nothing but uninterested when it comes to Raw.
It ended with a stomp. I did like Seth putting the Ray mask on Carrillo after the match.
Yeah.
And stopping into the steps. I don't remember who won this match, and it doesn't matter. It's because next week it's not going to matter. It's whoever won this match is not going to be talked about next week, so it doesn't matter.
I know that, but
we know that. We actually do know that.
We'll see.
Who's the U.S. champ? Oh, Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews.
Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. That's probably why Vince did it. That's probably why that nigga did it.
Oh my god.
That's funny. That's probably why Vince did it.
I don't want to get to the MVP Lounge segment yet because I was. Do we get another match? Oh, yeah, we got something to talk about.
Bro, hurry up and finish this because we're trying to get to the good stuff.
All right. Yeah. We got Lana. Lana trying to recruit Ruby Riott backstage.
That was so dumb. I was like, nigga, what? Why are you trying to do this?
I gave that segment 30 seconds of my attention, and then Lana started talking about how she couldn't do a TikTok dance.
As soon as she said TikTok,
and I muted the TV and went to my phone. I muted that TV and about threw my remote. I was like, what the fuck? We should still have Rusev and you should be gone.
Bro,
What?
apparently they're together again.
Oh, they were never not together.
That's not what I meant.
I know. I'm mad. I'm just pissed. I'm just pissed. And so
As soon as she said TikTok, I was like, oh no.
I don't know how that segment ended, but I know it led to, I think, Peyton Royce versus Ruby Riott. I'm assuming Peyton Royce won.
I don't know. Because as soon as she said TikTok, I turned to a whole different... I went straight back to my video.
My attention didn't come back until I saw MVP on my screen. And there we go.
Nigga said.
Just go grab that HD. And then I saw
MVP segment.
I saw MVP, and MVP. This wasn't a bad segment. I was just so tired from Raw that my interest level was just so fucking low. Like,
Whatever.
well, he comes out. He's got Bob Lash looking all jacked up next to him. Bobby in his ring gear as always, oiled up, no homo.
True.
And he calls out Apollo Crews, and Apollo Crews does not look pleased because he says, "Listen, man, I turned down your offer the first time, and you kept pushing, and you kept pushing, and you kept pushing. So I'm starting to think Apollo will not be joining the Beatdown Clan 2.0 from Impact Wrestling." And then I think, did we get Sheldon Benjamin on this? Did Sheldon Benjamin do a run-in on this?
No.
Was that last
Well,
week?
actually, I don't know. Because remember, I didn't see most of these.
Yeah.
You gotta remember. It's tough to remember, but you got to.
I know. Montel says, listen, I try to be your friend, but you're going to learn you really don't want me as your enemy. And this led to them having a match. Montel and Apollo Crews having a non-title match, and MVP won. This might be MVP's first dub since coming back.
Honestly, I think it is.
I think it is.
Pretty sure it was.
And so this might be MVP versus Apollo Crews for the U.S. title at Extreme Rules. I'm not mad at it. But I wish it was Bobby Lashley. And I wish it was Bobby Lashley, and I wish that Sheldon Benjamin was officially a part of this group now.
Maybe Sheldon comes out. Maybe Sheldon comes out and costs Apollo the title.
Maybe, but at that point we would have three-person teams on this show, and
they'll get another one.
I just want Joe to join. I want Joe to just hop off commentary and join this group, man. He would work. He would fit so perfectly with these two. With these three. God.
Yeah.
That Popo? Oh no. Police?
They ain't finna do nothing.
You're right.
The Hendersonville police is chill. Not everywhere is as good as it.
Alright, anything else noteworthy happen on this show? I hope not. Well, we got the main event, because the contract signing led to a mixed tag match between Asuka and Drew.
Yeah, I heard about
versus Sasha and Dolph, and Bayley on commentary. Bayley, I will say this. I'm still not interested in seeing Bayley. I'm still not interested in watching a Bayley match. I'm not interested in seeing Bayley on my TV. I'm not interested in seeing her promo. But I will say this. You remember me saying that her determined, pissed off face was one of a kid that just lost her puppy? It just looks sad.
Yeah.
And I think they told her to stop doing that because you notice she's become more and more smirky and like being annoying.
Yep.
Which does work out better for her because I hate her even more now. But I think it's more genuine now.
Yeah.
But
I hate her that much more.
Like she's just... But it seems forced. It seems forced. You can just tell that she...
Because she don't like being a hater.
She don't. It just doesn't seem genuine. And I think... Like MJF, like with me, has heat, but I still enjoy seeing him on TV. Like he still does a good job of me thinking, all right, this guy's an asshole.
That's a whole nigga though.
Yeah.
Girls don't do that.
Bayley just has to get off my screen heat. Like I don't want to see her on TV. Like I muted the TV.
It's tough. It's tougher for girls to get that kind of heat that guys get.
It is.
The last person.
Steph. Steph.
I was gonna say Charlotte when she just did her father in front of everybody. I was like, dang,
yeah,
I hate you.
Yeah. But Sasha got the win over Asuka, which means that Asuka's gonna win Extreme Rules, and All right, that's Raw. Thank God that's over. Let's get to the good
We
stuff.
thank God that's over. That took up most of our time, nigga.
All right, we got 15 minutes. Let's get into it. AEW Fighter Fest. All right.
NXT Great American Bash.
All right, do you want to talk about Great American Bash?
Great American Smash.
Well, you talk about what you saw.
What I saw. Did I watch every match? No, I didn't watch every match. I think I watched every match up until the main event because the main event had no interest for me.
Okay.
It's like, why was this happening?
Mm-hmm.
It was Io versus Sasha. I was like, okay, what? Is there nobody else who can wrestle? Because y'all just had.
What other matches were on this card?
You had the Fatal 4-Way to face Io, I think, at next week's, at part 2 of the Great American Bash. I don't know if that's next week or not, but there was a Fatal 4-Way match between 4 women that face Io. The winner would face Io. It was Dakota Kai, Tegan Nox, Candice LeRae, and then Mia Yim. Well, apparently all these black folk like Mia Yim now. First it was Keith Lee, and then now it was Isaiah Swerve Scott. So I think Mia might be walking around, doing some stuff with the niggas on NXT. That sounded like a gunshot, but we all good. Yeah. So the Fatal 4-Way match, it was alright. It was decent, but I wanted Dakota Kai to win. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted Dakota Kai to win because she's hot. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I wanted Dakota Kai to win for real because there was really nobody else who I cared about.
Yeah.
Mia Yim, she's tired. She's done for me. Candice LeRae.
Did Keith Lee do anything on this show?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Wait. No.
He didn't?
No. Not that I remember.
So we got no Keith and no Adam on the show.
Because the match...
I thought they would at least do something to hype up this match. Their match next week.
They did. They showed a promo. It was pretty dang good. I got lit.
You got lit?
I got lit.
All right.
But yeah, I don't think he had a match or anything. But they had that it wasn't a promo. Is it a promo? Going back over their history and stuff.
Yeah, it's a hype video. It's a different
hype
kind
promo.
It's a hype promo.
Like a hype.
It's
promo.
a different kind of promo. But
That's basically what it was. But they had that. They had what other match was I even interested in? There was a match between Timothy Thatcher and some other guy, Oni Lorcan.
Oh, how was that? I was interested.
That match was really good, actually.
I can imagine. I'm sure it was a fight.
I was pretty surprised, but they were smacking.
I'm sure it looked like a fight.
They were smacking. They were smacking on each other. Like
they're making out. What? They're smacking on each other. What?
No, they were smacking each other.
Oh, they were like,
bro, those chest shots were pretty painful, and they were making it. It just looked like a knockdown, drag out brawl. Like they were just. Like they was going at it.
I hate to see it.
I forgot who won though. I think it was Thatcher who won because he switched the move into his arm bar.
Thatcher needed to win.
Yeah.
All right, so we got that, and then we got.
And then he attacked the guy again.
Oh, Thatcher's a mean son of a bitch. He's gonna attack you after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty heel. And then you got the main event with Io winning.
Yeah. I didn't watch any.
I heard Baylor was gonna be on my screen, so I didn't watch.
Yeah. I didn't watch any of that match.
Okay.
It was lame for me.
So let's get into this Fighter Fest. I'm gonna talk about bullet points of what I'm not gonna drag this out like I did Raw.
Because we ain't got no time.
Yeah, we started out with MJF and Wardlow versus the Jungle Express. We got a promo from MJF that I thought was interesting. A great promo from MJF as usual. He mentioned that we're in a ratings war, and that's why he's starting the match. That's why his face is on the TV screen. And that promo would have been a lot better if we had actually won that week, but we did not. So MJF promo meant nothing because he still lost the ratings war. You got water on my arm.
Good.
Damn. All right. So decent match, good back and forth match, hot match to start the program off with. The finish of the match, teasing more of a split between MJF and Wardlow. MJF goes to hit him in the jaw with the dynamite. Or no, Wardlow was holding. I think it was Jungle Boy with the dynamite. Hold on. He was holding that boy up, right? MJF's gonna hit him. He had the ring on his hand. He ducks, almost hits Wardlow. He screams at him, "Can't you do anything right?" At that point, pushes him. Ring hits him. Are you okay? And I think MJF takes a powder for something, and then Wardlow ends up taking the pin. So that way, Jungle Express gets the win, and MJF is still technically undefeated.
Oh.
Okay.
I forgot one match. Rhea Ripley versus that chick and her manager.
Oh, Robert. Yeah, she beat the fuck out of Robert Stone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie E. Yeah, fuck Robbie E.
That was trash.
Oh.
It wasn't trash, but it was about what I expected.
Yeah.
Not the best.
So we got the women's title match. I'm not gonna go into this. I will say that this was the best match Penelope Ford had. You look like you thought of something.
I forgot one more match.
What match you think?
The strap match between Loomis and Roderick Strong.
That was last week.
That was that week.
How'd that go?
I knew I was like, there's one major match that I was missing. I knew that match was pretty decent.
Decent
for a strap match. I mean, it wasn't as good.
Did Roddy get his ass kicked, or did Roddy win?
No, Loomis won.
Loomis won
because he wrapped the strap around him and put him in that. I forgot what the hold's called.
It's a good finish.
The silence. That's what he called it. Yeah, he wrapped.
That's a hell of a name for a move.
Yeah. He tried to. Bobby Fish came out near the end and tried to help, but it didn't work.
Isn't Kyle O'Reilly doing a storyline where he's afraid of trunks?
He's afraid of what?
Remember how Loomis put him in the trunk during the?
No, he put strong. Did he put all three in the trunk?
I think it was. They did a story. I saw something where a segment where they were outside and they were trying to listen, man, trunks aren't scary. They're fine.
Yeah, that was Roddy.
Was that Roddy? Oh, okay.
That was Roddy who was afraid of trunk. That's why the match between Loomis and Roddy happened.
It should have just been a trunk match. Like, whoever loses, but I don't know. Fuck it.
No, it was a strap match because he didn't want Roddy running away.
Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. And the finish sounds like a good finish for that kind of match. So like I said, Kushida won. Great showing by Penelope. I think it's who she was in the ring with, but after that we get Cody and Jake Hager. Oh boy.
I don't like either one.
Decent wrestling match. However, I will say, if you were a first-time viewer of this program, you would have no idea who the face and heel was in this match. You would have no idea.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Both of them had a manager coming to the ring. Hager had his wife. Cody had Arn Anderson. And
what happened to his wife?
She's doing her own thing. She's just chilling.
Is she a wrestler?
Technically. So the match goes on, and sorry, that was not Corona.
That may have been.
That may have been though.
Get away from it.
The first manager to instigate trouble was Arn, the babyface manager, and he starts trying to distract Jake, and Cody's getting the upper hand, and I'm like, okay, is a double turn about to happen? And so naturally, Jake goes out and puts hands on Anderson, and uses that to get Cody. Basically, uses that to lure Cody out to the ring. Gives him a German suplex on the outside. Hager does to Cody. And we're supposed to be getting sympathy on Arn Anderson, even though he's the one that just instigated that. Jake Hager's wife has done nothing but look hot on the outside. Remember, folks, Cody is the face in all this. And so they go back and forth, and later in the match, remember, Hager's wife has done nothing. They're outside the ring again, and Hager goes to run Cody's head into the ring post. Arn is blocking Hager. Kind of a heel move, wouldn't you say? He lets go of Cody, he moves out the way, and then Cody gets the steel post bump on Hager. Once again, this manager has distracted. Oh my god. This isn't hard. Like this, a face does the good, right thing, and the heel does all the dirty tactics. It's not vice versa. Arn knows that. And so, we get to the finish of the match. It was a great back and forth in the ring. It was a great back and forth. It felt like a real, it felt like a fight. It felt like a fight. Cody gets to the ropes after breaking an ankle lock. And and Hager's wife slaps him because the referee is distracted. I think that's been warranted after all the stuff Arn's done. And so Arn gets on the apron, he starts distracting the ref, and then Dustin Rhodes comes out while the referee's distracted and pops Hager one time. So now he's not had outside interference from Arn Anderson. He's now had outside interference from Dustin Rhodes. All baby faces, by the way. All baby faces. Go ahead.
Do you think that was the start of a heel turn?
It sure as hell looked like it. It sure as hell looked like it.
I feel like it was the start of the heel turn.
But the announcers were putting it over like, oh, Cody, there's no big deal. Cody can do no wrong. Anybody in that family can do no wrong. And so we get to the finish of the match, and this
they're the authority of AEW.
We get to the finish of the match, and this is what I love. We get Hager putting Cody in the silence, the sleeper hold, and somehow Cody turns that into a pin. But he still has the hold on. So he counts 3, and Hager thinks he won because he thinks Cody tapped out. And Jericho's on commentary too. He's getting mad because he thinks the ref's stupid. And so Dustin gets in the ring, Arn gets in the ring, and they're checking on Cody, and Hager is arguing with the official. And then he gets mad out of nowhere, pops him. Right hand, one hit a quitter, knocks him out.
I did see that.
You did see that. I think I may have sent it to you.
No.
Knocked him out. Knocked him out. And instantly, they treat this as you would treat it in a UFC fight. If a UFC fighter knocked out the ref after the fight for a bad call, it felt exactly how it would look here. You had commentators not going crazy. Jim Ross wasn't calling him a dirty bastard or a son of a bitch or whatever. He was just saying, oh, that you can't, oh, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You had security guards running, referees, medics, AEW agents hitting the ring. And Hager wasn't like attacking the ref. He was just standing over him. They were just running there to get Hager out of the ring. Okay? And you got Shivani and you got Jim Ross talking about fines, suspensions. It looked like they just sounded disappointed in Jake Hager. That the viewer had to see that. Just like a UFC commentator would. And I'm thinking like, this is all great. Because this feels real. This is great. And then I thought about something. And I instantly hated it.
Dang.
Because you remember all he did was punch a ref. Jon Moxley has DDT'd the same ref on 2 different occasions. Nyla Rose has powerbombed a ref through a table. And not once did anybody talk about a fine. Ain't nobody hit the ring. Ain't no suspensions.
He got suspended. I forgot about that.
Nobody was trying to get Moxley out the ring. Jim Ross was praising this man for doing what he just damned Hager for doing. And I'm just like,
other matches like no DQ matches.
No, he just did it because he was in the ring. He just DDT'd him because he was in the ring.
Oh.
And there's no consistency with this company. They just give you shit just like WWE gives you shit.
Look, man.
Oh my God.
Nothing is gonna be perfect.
We got a damn good promo from Taz because Moxley is still dealing with the whole COVID shit. His wife's got COVID.
Yep. His wife's got COVID, so now he's kind of chilling.
So the match that was supposed to happen next week at part 2 will happen in 2 weeks at Fight for the Fallen.
Which is another pay-per-view that they decided to do, which means that NXT is probably going to come out with another pay-per-view.
They're going to bring back Fall Brawl or some shit. There's
Harlem Heat.
Harlem Heat. Oh my God. But no,
no, not Harlem Heat. Sunday Night Heat.
Sunday Night Heat.
I said Harlem Heat.
They're going to bring back Booker T and Stevie Ray. Special appearance. Yeah, Taz cut a great promo, and this promo finally sold me on this match. I do want to see this match now. Gave a shot to WWE about their COVID testing.
Plug Taz.
Wow. All right. And then we got the main event. And did you see my man's entrance for the tag team title match? The tag team titles main evented. Best friends.
You know I was watching NXT.
Best friends got driven to the ring by their mom. They literally had a minivan pull up to the side of the ramp. Best friends music is playing. They get out of the back seat of the minivan. Trent gets a kiss from his mom and then just walks to the ring. And they really do the introduction. The following contest is for the tag team titles. Currently, what is it? Well, I forgot what he said. He goes, driven to the ring by Trent's mom. It's usually I don't like phony shit like that, but I was cool with it that day. I was cool with it because it was just, God, that's funny. The tag titles come out. Oh, before that entrance, we're running short on time. Before that entrance,
we're getting close.
We got a backstage interview with what's that boy name? Adam Page and Kenny Omega.
Slick thought you were about to say Adam Cole. I was like, what?
So Hangman Page he's talking about last week and how he's talking as one person, saying I beat up these guys last week, and if you think I'm gonna let you guys take my titles, that's not what's gonna happen. And he never said our titles. And then Kenny starts talking about how good of a team him and Adam are, and you gotta just see Adam looking at Kenny this entire time. Because remember at Revolution, we had this whole tease the heel turn. Yeah. And they've been talking about ever since the Stadium Stampede match, these guys have been okay. These guys have been cool. But he's just looking at Kenny like, man, he's just like... Anyway, so we do the match. The match was good. Hangman and Adam Page. Hangman and Kenny Omega retain. And FTR comes to ringside.
Who's FTR?
The Revival.
Right.
And they got beers.
Wait. Right, yeah, I forgot.
And they got beers.
I forgot their name again.
They go in the ring. They offer a beer to Hangman and Kenny. Now, Kenny doesn't drink. But they give him a beer anyway. And Hangman gladly takes the beer. And Kenny goes to drink his, and he pours it outside the ring. And this offends FTR. Because they're like, beer. Don't waste the beer. Don't waste beer. And so they're yelling at him. Hangman's also mad at Kenny for wasting the beer, because his whole gimmick's beer. And then the Young Bucks come out. And they're trying to make peace. And I noticed one thing subliminally. That the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega were on one side, and FTR and Adam Page were on the other. Yelling at each other. So I'm thinking once this heel turn happens, we could have Adam Page join FTR. But that was it.
Cluck FTR, by the way.
Wow. At least say fuck the Revival. That's about it. It is 9 o'clock. We somehow got all that in an hour.
Jeez, we had a full hour long stream. That's the longest we've ever done. But we had a lot of stuff to talk about.
It's been a
long time.
It's been a minute. It's been a good minute.
We'll try to get a little bit more closer to weekly now.
Yeah, I would like to do this stream on Thursdays. We're not pushed for time.
I know. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But I don't work on Thursdays.
Well, go to your fucking house. We'll sit in the car and do it. World War III's going on behind us, by the way. We got
World
missiles.
War III fireworks edition.
All right. We got to get back to work. We appreciate y'all stopping by.
If you stop by.
When you watch this as a replay, we appreciate that.
Yeah. And we will see you guys possibly next week.
Possibly.
We're going to see. We're going to set up more of our social media so we can get back, so we can reach more people. And then we'll see you guys next time.
Peace and love.
This has been the Peay and King podcast. I'm King. That's Peay.
I'm Peay.
We'll see you.